Okay, so I've had a few people asking me how to do some vocal slicing techniques. So I said I'd throw together a quick piece and do a tutorial on it. So first of all, I'll just run through, or I'll just play through the piece that I made. So here we go. And then it kind of goes off into kind of like a dead mouse part. I don't know why, but yeah. So the part we're focusing on in particular is this. So to do this, you're gonna need a vocal stem, or you can record one in yourself. But I have one from the Vengeance sample pack here. If you go to number 18.1 at 134 BPM, I use the chord. So to put that in, you're going to need to open up the Fruity Slicer. So go into Insert and then Fruity Slicer. Then you're going to click and drag from your file over here into the little window. Once you click and drag it in, you'll see in the piano roll here, it'll automatically plot in all the notes representing the melody without being chopped up. So if I was to play what it initially gives you, it's just we are one together, side by side standing. But we don't want to do that. We're going to break it up. So we are one. So to make a melody in this, basically this is just trial and error, and you're going to want to try it over and over again. So I've got, okay, and you put your pattern in your playlist and everything is set to go. So I'll go to the piano roll. We are now, so we are to one. Okay, so obviously that sounds like ass right now, but if you go to the drop down menu, go to note, find pitch, you can pitch them so that they're in tune. So I think I pitched this one up a little bit. It sounds way higher than it was though. Let me see. Alright. Okay, so I had one together. Okay, so I've got. You can kind of hear I'm getting there now. actually kind of worked out because normally when you do this, well, not normally, but a lot of time when you're doing this, you're going to have to change the volumes of the independent notes, or the pitches of the independent notes as well. By the looks of it, I only have the first one which at a slightly higher pitch than the rest of them, and then I just pitch the rest of them up. If I didn't pitch them up, it would sound like this. And then with the music, it would probably sound like total shit. Oh god. Okay, so that's how you make the initial melody. Then if you want to do more things with it, you can fool around with these controls in here. So you've got your attack and your decay for each particular slice. And then you've got pitch shift, and I think that's a time shift. So if I put this up, I think it's going to be really snappy. Oh no, the other way, it's really dragged out. Yeah. So same pitch, but just stretched. And then this beat. So that's, if you want, you can get choppier vocals by decreasing the time shift. And then the pitch shift, then if like you wanted it to be weird and go down an octave. I'm gonna put the time shift back to where it was. You know, you can mess around with those ones. Okay, and then you can also, if you go into the, I think it's this part, and yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So you know the way you hear that effect, you hear the kind of quick slide between notes, almost like a legato, in a lot of artists' music. That's pretty much how you do it. You just turn on the portamento part. Yeah, so my particular one, I actually left I'm pretty sure I left the portamento off, but I'm going to leave it on here because it sounds kind of cool, and I left them pretty much the way they are. But again, I left it the way it was. Now, I'm still not done. Where's the one that I made? How did I delete it all again? Oh my god. Okay, so now I have, I put it into a channel in the mixer up here. Well, I haven't done it yet, but so up into channel 15, and I have a bunch of effects on here. Basically, the main thing here is compression and overdrive, because I wanted it to be a bit gritty again. Okay, so the first one here is reverb. As I mentioned in my last one, I'm actually going to turn the low cut up more now, because whenever you put reverb on vocals, I feel if you leave the low cut down, it just gets too muddy in the low end. So I have some fruity reverb. I also threw some auto tune on it. If you have this plugin, it's really good. Just because I felt like the fine pitch wasn't actually doing enough. It still sounded a bit off at parts, so I just threw in a quick auto tune. And then once again, Camel Crusher, my favorite plugin. So I'm in the Annihilate patch here. Both distortion controls are up to about halfway. Compression, the compression is just loaded on here, and fat mode as well, and the amount is almost full. So that's why I have the volume in the mixer down so low, because that's really just boosting it. It's probably a really bad way to do it, but I kind of wanted the dirty feel from it. I'll have grow speed here as well, which I'll come back to in a second. Quick compression and a parametric EQ, which is not doing anything. Okay, let's take that out. Okay, so that's it without the grow speed, and then that's it with the grow speed. So all I'm doing is I went onto this. Is it just, yeah, it's just preset like that, basic 10, which will give you. So it manipulates the sound. You know, you can go top. But I only wanted just like that. But I didn't want it every time, so if I played it like that, it was doing it. You know, and that was too much, so I went to the mute part here, and I right-clicked and create an automation clip, and then this is it here. So I just have it on 100% whenever I want there to be a slide at that part, and then I turn it off whenever I don't, so you can hear it. I'm actually going to turn off the portamento. It's getting a bit distracting. So yeah, so that's basically it. That's how you do vocal slicing in a nutshell. So then the other things, I'll put the synth presets once again on my website, so the link will be in the description. It's pretty cool. They're made in Silent, and instead of using a saw wave, which I generally do, I decided to use the square waves and the slightly modified square waves in the oscillators, and that results in a slightly less harsh tone, and it gives it a bit more body to it, so you can kind of hear. So you can clearly hear that. So this is the second synth. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing here. So you can clearly hear that this one here has a square wave. If you know what a square wave sounds like, you can hear it popping out there. And that's something I've liked doing more often lately, is adding square waves and taking out saw waves, because I think they're just a bit too harsh. Anyway, so I did that with Kickstart. Somebody also asked me how to do a tutorial on like fresh chords, specifically talking about my Flume tutorial video. I'll put the part of the song in like right now. Yeah, I was planning on doing a tutorial on how to make those quick choppy chords and cool chord progressions. That's it. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you found it helpful, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment, or you can email me from my website. And yeah, I've got loads more tutorials coming out soon. I'm really trying to get out a couple a week, so if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. Thank you.
Oh, is it me, or is this different?